everyone, and welcome to another Wellspring Early Years Program Virtual Circle Time. This week's theme is making music. For our circle time today, you will need a jar or bottle with a lid, as well as some beans, seeds, pennies, dry noodles, anything that will make noise inside your jar or bottle. Now let's get started. Hi everyone, and thanks for coming to another circle time today. To get our making music circle time started, should we sing our hello song? Do you remember the 4 signs? The first one is hello. The second is friend. The next is time. And the last sign is say. Point to your mouth. Very good. Should we sing our song together? All right. 1, 2, 3. Hello, my friends. Hello, my friends. Hello, my friends. It's time to say hello. Hello, everyone. I was so excited about our circle time this week because it's making music, and I love music. What are some things that you can do with music? That's right, you can dance to music, you can sing to music, you could write music, or you can just listen to music. And what are some ways that you can make music? That's right, you can sing and use your voice to make music. You could use your body to make music with clapping or stomping your feet. You could use different electronics to make music, or you can use instruments. And there's all kinds of instruments. I have a whole bunch in my house. I have some of my little instruments downstairs with me. I have my little tin whistle here. And I have my little ukulele. And then upstairs, I have a bass guitar. I have a drum set. We have a trombone. We're really lucky at my house to have a lot of musical instruments. Do you have any musical instruments at your place? That's awesome. What are some musical instruments you can think of, even if you don't own them? What are some that come to mind? Wow, that's a lot of instruments. There are a lot, but an easy way to learn about them all is to group them into different families. And there's actually 3 types of different families of instruments. So how about we learn about them all? They can be wind instruments, they can be string instruments, or they can be percussion instruments. And we're going to talk about each one of these. But I think the one that we should start with is the wind instruments. And these are the types of instruments that you blow into to make noise come out. So there are 2 types of instruments that make up the wind family. The woodwind instruments, and those are things like flutes, recorders, clarinets, whistles, and the brass instruments that are made of metal, like trumpets, trombones, and tubas. Each of these instruments has their own special noise and their own special way of playing them. So when you use these instruments, like a flute or a trombone, or any instrument really, one of the best parts is that you can tell stories with it. Depending on how you play your instrument, the song could be sad and slow, or it can be happy and jumpy and make you want to dance. And so there's all of these different types of songs that can all be played even just with the same instrument. And I have a really cool song here that has a flute in it, one of our wind instruments. And sometimes the flute plays really slow. And so if you dance to it, you have to move in slow motion. Can you show me you're moving in slow motion? Very good. And then sometimes the flute changes and it's really sharp and jumpy. So how would you like to dance to this song with me? You have to listen to it. When the flute's playing really slow and smooth, you have to dance in slow motion. And then when you hear the music change, make sure you change your dancing. Okay, everyone, do you hear that nice slow motion music? And there's the flute. Show me your slow motion dancing to this music. Very good. There you go. Do you hear that change? the flute's playing all sharp and jumpy. Do your sharp and jumpy dance moves now. Very good. Did you hear that change? Now the music is slow again. So go back to your slow motion. Very good. Amazing dancing, everyone. That was so good. What did you think of the flute in that song? I thought it was really nice to listen to. But did you hear the other instruments in there? The ones that were making the beat really funky and adding the background sounds? Well, a lot of those instruments were our other family of instruments, the percussion instruments. And these are the instruments that are used to make a rhythm and a beat in the music. So these are instruments like shakers, bells, and drums. Have you ever banged on something like a drum? Well, then you've played a percussion instrument before. And I was thinking that for our craft, we could make our own percussion instrument, a shaker. So grab your jar or bottle and some beans, seeds, pennies, or dry noodles, and we'll make our shakers. So the first thing we're going to do to make our shaker is take our bottle or jar with a lid. Then we're going to take off the lid. You might need a grown-up's help for this, but that's okay. And then you're going to take your beans or seeds, pennies or noodles, and pour it in. I'm using some dried lentils. This part might be tricky, but you can ask your parents for help, or you can use a funnel to pour them in so that you don't make a mess. Now, once your beans or seeds, pennies or noodles are in your jar, take the lid and put it back on, and make sure that it's screwed on really, really tight. Again, you can ask your grown-up for help with this part. And now you're ready to go. You have your shaker. So, would you like to play a song with me with our shakers? Excellent. So, with this song, it's called Play on Your Instruments, but you have to listen to what I say, because it will go, play on your instruments, play on your instruments, play and stop. When I say stop, you have to freeze and stop shaking your shaker. And then I might say to play up high, maybe play down low, or to the side. So do your best to listen while you're shaking your shaker. All right, let's go. 1, 2, 3. Play on your instruments, play on your instruments, play and stop. Play on your instruments, play on your instruments, play and stop. Play up high up in the sky, play down low, don't be too slow. Play to the side, go for a ride, play and stop. Play on your instruments, play on your instruments, play and stop. Play on your instruments, play on your instruments, play and stop. Very good, guys. You're excellent musicians. So, now we've learned about our wind instruments and our percussion instruments, and we've even played some music. But there's one other family of instruments left, and they're my favorite. It's called the string instruments. And these are the instruments that have long strings on them that make noise when you move them in different ways. So there's all kinds of different string instruments. There's guitars, violins, cellos, banjos, ukuleles. And the cool thing is that you can make the strings make different sounds depending on how you move them. So you could pluck the string and make it sound like this. Or you could use the bow, like on a violin or a cello, and drag it along the string so that it vibrates really fast. Or you could strum and move multiple strings at once and make a chord, like this. Learning to play an instrument, no matter what type it is, takes a lot of practice. Have you ever tried to learn a new instrument? Awesome! And I bet you had to practice a lot. Well, I have a storybook here about a little girl who was learning to play a string instrument called a ukulele. Would you like to listen to it with me? Excellent. I'll go get the book. So today's story is called Izzy's Ukulele Adventure by Molly Cules, co-authored by Turpin. Izzy did not want to go to school, so instead she imagined her toys coming to life. "Mom, can I just stay home and play?" asked Izzy. "No, there are plenty of interesting things to discover at school. Plus, today is your teacher's birthday," said Izzy's mom. "We can stop by the flower stand on the way there." At the flower stand, Izzy and her mom heard a musician playing a song. "Pick yourself a flower, a blossom in this world. Here you have a flower for a special girl. When you plant that flower, secrets are revealed, just like chasing rainbows across a magic field." On the way to school, Izzy could still hear the music in her head. "What instrument was he playing?" Izzy asked. "He was playing a ukulele," said her mom. "Have a wonderful day at school, Izzy," said Izzy's mom. Izzy hummed, "I love you," to her mom. In art class, Izzy drew ukuleles. At lunchtime, Izzy sang the song she heard at the flower stand. "When you plant a flower, secrets are revealed." On the way home, Izzy's friends sang along. "Just like chasing rainbows across a magic field." "Dad, I saw a musician playing a ukulele, and now I want to play one too," said Izzy. "That's great, Izzy. Do you want to go look at one at the music store?" her dad asked. "Yeah," said Izzy. So Izzy and her parents biked to the music shop. "It's like a musical candy store," exclaimed Izzy. "Hi, I'm Bill. Welcome to my music shop. How can I help you today?" "This is Izzy, and she's interested in playing the ukulele," Izzy's mom said. "Well, you've come to the right place," said Bill. Ukuleles are great beginning instruments. They only have 4 strings, and it's really easy to make chords. "Here, I'll show you, and you can try," said Bill. Izzy tried making sounds on a few ukuleles to see which one she liked best. "This one!" exclaimed Izzy. Izzy got a case to protect her ukulele and a book to study chords. When Izzy got home and tried to play some chords on her ukulele, it wasn't so easy. "This sounds terrible and my fingers hurt," yelled Izzy. "It takes practice and time," said her mom. "It'll get better," said her dad. Izzy did not touch her ukulele for many days. On Saturday, Izzy's mom had an idea. "Izzy, how about we go get some flowers?" she asked. At the flower stand, Izzy saw the ukulele player. "I just got a ukulele, but it's really hard to play," said Izzy. "Be patient with yourself, and you will see that you can be what you want to be. There's no such thing as playing perfectly," said the musician. "Thanks," said Izzy. She felt a little better. Izzy practiced her ukulele every night for 30 minutes. After a couple weeks, it was easier to make chords. "Mom, Dad, listen to the new song that I made up," Izzy exclaimed. When Izzy started to play, it sounded like magic. "Chasing rainbows with my friends, the adventures never end. Stepping stones to dreams come true, be the light inside of you. There's a circus in the stars, playing on Jupiter and Mars. Ukulele on the moon, a rocket ship is leaving soon. Take me home where I belong and share the magic of this song. The end. Okay, everyone, that pretty much wraps up our circle time today, but thank you for making music with me during this circle time. Next week will be our very last circle time, and it will be about choosing chores. It doesn't sound too exciting, but I promise it'll be really fun. So keep an eye on our YouTube channel for that, and thanks for coming along with me this summer for all of our circle times. To finish up today's circle time, should we sing our goodbye song? Excellent. Do you remember the sign for it? That's right, like this. Excellent. Let's sing our goodbye song. 1, 2, 3. Goodbye, my friends. Goodbye, my friends. Goodbye, my friends. It's time to say goodbye. Goodbye, everyone. Thanks for coming to another Wellspring Early Years Program Virtual Circle Time. Check out our YouTube channel for more Circle Time videos and parent workshops. See you next time. Bye.